intino. Hallelujah. Everybody be nema kese amaye. Inte reciprocal. Domi and I'm here. Nami nobi. Said they be no mukano. We are saying domi nami nobi. Hallelujah. God loves us so much. So much. His love is deep, is big, is long, is sharp, strong. Whatever expression that you use to demonstrate, the love of God, you'll be right. Hallelujah. So God loves us so much. God loves us so much. We should understand that. Adibia na pempensua yadeko. And our Sunday school class, I'm no Michelle Nameka say. Bibia on a pempensua. There's a level of commitment, level of holiness, level of purity, level of the knowledge of God. Sanya mani yinana, you're on the levels. Se one who level no amfa nantia. Ubenya level awo oduni wo hunu. Ebia eniyama bia de eka ho. Hallelujah. Na yekoye nimuno. If we do not understand what it means for God to love us, we cannot practice loving God back. Say, Auntie said, Onyame do enasia. Yentimi nyada eno nibi. Hallelujah. Kofo bi ntimi formu do manyankopon. They cannot love God. Why? Because they don't understand what it means for God to love us. This is my revelation. It's by the power of the Holy Spirit. This is only Radinama. And then maybe I say, and we cannot effectively love our fellow man. Hallelujah. For what you don't have, you cannot give it. If you have not been given love, God has given it, but you have not taken it. So to you, you don't have it. If you don't have it, you cannot give it to another person. Hallelujah. Nyame de ne donama. Ba uwanyi. Anam sa wanyi ntino. Usu uni. Se uni dia utimi famo bifufro. Hallelujah. It's very, very critical that we understand what it means to be loved by God and to also love others when we have received the love of God. Sometimes the challenges we face here on earth seem to cause us to think God doesn't care. This is a lie from the camp of the enemy, and it's very dangerous. Say, Nipa is a complex being. Man is what? A spirit. He has a soul, and he lives in a body. Nipa is home or crown or tini pedium. And then maybe how we bet my ya. Untimi who say, Sir, no bet my sir. I know bet my sir. They are no idea, yes, I know. And now about this over. Hallelujah. Enti, sir, yeah, sir. Onyame noen. Ebu ha niema ya fifa mu ewa abrabo mu no. It means suggest say onyame on fire ho. That is what some people are preaching. God doesn't care about us anymore. That's what some Africans are saying. That is what some unbelievers are saying. God doesn't care about us anymore. There's no place like heaven. There's no God to speak to. These are the words that they use. And maybe any baby, having be any baby, and more be a free baby. The other before cried, I must say, empire and come baby, and come baby. Brother Vinny's brother, sister Vinny brother, Yari or Jed of Vinny, or say, may call them the Venia Cocohen. Neddy Diaba. Over to the amount. So, a vampire be somewhere, my brother. Then, what kind of God are you serving? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. It's a serious business. It's understanding a subject and getting to the depth of it is very important for success. Understanding a subject and getting to the depth of the subject. So who a judge? Now who quite a judge whom Rabbi near maybe Owa, a mau judge a cosuno, a two make a say, hallelujah. Who said you worry? Now who worry ye womra, a far warrior hono. ma worry den eyefe hallelujah so wo di suja na ho mra wo ho na respect mra wo ho na wo di ye adwuma no ma usuje di den ho ti ho eyefe hallelujah bibia ye bia school ko esu adwuma ne nyina ebra wo ho so wo mra na di ye adwuma ma wo ko wani mi pa hallelujah hallelujah. Life is about experiences. Abrabo, esuahuna yenya. Ebi is very pleasant. Hallelujah. Ebi is very unpleasant. Ebi are very pleasant. I'll call some of the pleasant ones here. Last time, Sofo at the Henu, let's take you through. Say, yeah, drink. Some of the things that will make us go that way. And then I make 1, 2, 3 be. Now, Yahweh. Life is about experiences, pleasant and unpleasant. The good or the pleasant, no problem. Hallelujah. The Papa they was send any home. But unpleasant, they create a very negative feeling towards man and sometimes even towards God. Hallelujah. Nemana formula nyeno. Emaenya atinka boni bi ma onipa bi onipa fro bi. Na du ba bi kura na enya atinka boni tie Nyankopon. Hallelujah. We are silent there because nobody can speak boldly against God. But inside of that person, inside of him, he making complaints and comments. He suggests that said you can say on fire who be the nipa ne ye no ne ne ye ene ne suban sana eden ene chere. Hallelujah. Now some of the pleasant experiences, you marry at the expected time and give birth without any difficulty. What worry bro also worry. Na bro also yiri wow. Hallelujah. So ye be ma. And I say worry, e bro also won wow. Woni nyame wo masun bi. There be. You complete school, warrior school, and have your desired grace and a very respectable job. Oko school where you watcha. When you juma da wakoma so. Uye, unyeska. Uni nyami wa sembi. Unyami ni asembia. Uni apomodini a challenge is bia. But look good and strong and healthy. One day, one fe. Apomodini oh ya Arabian how. Uni nyami eni asembia. You build your own house. You have a viable business. Cars and blessed with beautiful wife or husband and children. Hallelujah. We are mojumane kosu bibia kosu wesu down to few workers. We are ho man na ukunu. Omu ho. How be any fee? Uni nyamini asem. You are respected and accepted and honored wherever you turn. Ofaha, honorable, oh nana. Coincidence, a vision where a more cognacia, cognado crowds in the BBC. Never more this as here. Udo Cavasia, and I'm for Begina. Hallelujah. It will be crana, not count your biasa, because I walk through from her say. Barclays, eh? Or conforbi, a bayiska. O PSC abontia. Ah, not conformably, I could try the car when I did. That's a way 5 CD notes no word back. When he said, what to a Korean? Then he put them a bit here, bit so. Hallelujah. Or no, so AOB, if it's a BB then Esheno. Now you are in this position. You keep rising and promoted easily at your workplace. If you want to be and see you, so we are the Okoso. Free 1, now 2, now 5, say, and I consider 7 manager. When you mean Masubia, hallelujah. Business as usual. Where others are rejected, you are easily accepted and loved. Maybe I have punk of phone. Would you oh, ya Jew to near chore natural. Two no be any asem. Two says, who was I in ma? What do you mean then? Eh, fine. What come I then at the year? Who near my year? Who near my ye? Na akobase. Wo nyini. What do you fear pepper so out is a winyini? What's our aircraft upper home? Unianomo in Kuma and in Kophobia Union, only we are for crowd. Hallelujah. Na o ho na jeans anema we ho a enti susu se woni nyame ni problem bia woni nyame be problem. Hallelujah. But problem na ni nyame be wo no ontimi nka nkire nyame but nyame edo no enhyew se ye bibia se wo kra won san ka bibia woni bibia kra na de bibia komo obia. Hallelujah. See, when you are growing, fully grown, matured enough to have a husband or a wife, and then things are not agreeing, you have a problem with God. You have a problem with God. You have a problem with God. You shouldn't. But naturally, we are controlled by our thoughts and feelings. It is animal. We begin to go to God. Because of revelation of being cophobia, we no no munye de enya nyame edi o haw ne amande aba mo so. They begin to curse God, who had the power to solve those things happening to them. Hallelujah. To feel say nyame na ma say na mane ba so a, you speak against God. Hallelujah. You can very practical. You begin to speak against God. You begin to doubt the power of God. And then nyame na bibia otimi ye. And then nyame kra na Abraham nya 100 years ne Sarah 90 so man wo ye. And then nyame na ma Hannah wo ye. Na adan. Boni be na ma ye. Tibon say o kan sam na onya no ye. And then the wicked one comes in, walks boldly into Osi saying. Now who's in your home? Oh, Srifa. Baby fa cry. Also, Yame, what did you say? No one can. They can't say baby. After baby, I said, not quite say Adam and Eve. Then Yamia Shano. Yaman another version. So would it be a best day? Best in Yankopon. Who Papa anybody. God has called us to be ambassadors of Himself. But without clearing the way, understanding God's love for our lives, and having the tools, we cannot be credible ambassador or representative of God. Hallelujah. School na media kon say yanko school na antiasia yentimi enko ye adwuma papa bia emfa manyame e owiase. The world needs our love. The world needs the love of God. Hallelujah. Bible say, "Yeni wiase den enchini, yeni wiase den enhan." There's no brighter light than love. Hallelujah. Inti ye church in some way no kakrabi. That's what we have been called to do. To explain the things of God to the people of God. To tell you how God gave these words to me, you'll be shocked, you'll be very surprised. In a very short space of time, God gave this to me. Do this, say it this way, write this, and I have it here ready for you. You take it very serious. You have no established accommodation, just patching with friends. Only baby, only now for 4 days. Did I call Joyce or not? Could you be 2 weeks? No friend, Naomi. Naomi, now what to say? Maybe to have a show how baby soon be. Sa, and I bema. No, now for the daddy that sa free her now call her. Now, we wakuma met my toye. It's mean toye. So that bonnet, when you're sure baby, entiminko. You have painfully lost your husband or wife, and have become lonely and painfully disorganized. If you were in time, so painful. Nikuna ubrebia, sisia and tiasenim. Niya ubrebia, sisia tiasenim. Ni babia ubrebia tiasenim. Obi kraba bako. Pe, frimu. Oba no ede, oya ankunam, bema na ya ankunam. Then saying, lady be on any kunu, the same time, ni kunu ya sofo. Mammy, we are the papa, the chronities and you will also talk or condemn. Tell you when you then, Abu. Hallelujah. It is all papa no mammy near. Sana, what you be said, aye. Hallelujah. To certain bad experiences, put certain desires or whatever into our hearts. And for husbands and wives who have lost their partners, they have become lonely and painfully they have been disorganized. And near man come to United, a trouble I pass. Obiba, or sorry, a jarre cry, Unyaribi. A Diana cry the corner. Hallelujah. Now, for such people, when we meet them, we need to speak to them. I say, Shioma, it's minimum casa. Ye bomb pie momo, ye support them. I see some of them. Sometimes I look at them and I weep in my heart. Hallelujah. Nyame ewo to me. And these things are real. They are real. They can happen to me, they can happen to me. Ejuma bi anawuye. Na nyame adum na epeja. Na epeja. Afeda kruko na krofa be boost ani ayimu niema nyina. Na eje bi boni bi afafie na sawu niema nyina na de waba wachi enti we no enya de a ebeja adwen bi otrim o shop na hie ye obi wo entem o malusu o mo shops e shop hie